No, tengo que ir al desierto directamente.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. All too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Me pareció que era Gauri antes, pero no.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way. Accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's
Los seguros son buenos, vale.
You let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
No merece la pena trasladarse con eso.
Who do you think those soldiers were, Henry?
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddles.
Me gusta más la empuñadura de su hacha que de mi espada.
Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Joder, prefiero eso que la sopa de chocobo. Hostia, ese es Joshua.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Se mueven igual, tío, los cuatro. Qué poca personalidad.
Try it.
For your trouble.
Un momento, porque es que no sé si he puesto a subir mi... No sé si he exportado mi vídeo de antes. Ya no lo sé. Ha sido a las... ¿Cómo lo dice? Sí, pero yo no he hecho ninguna exportación. ¿Qué decía yo? Digo, no. Nada, no he dicho nada. Que tenéis mis directos en YouTube.
That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Tenéis la serie de Final Fantasy. Estamos ya por la mitad, imagino. Llevamos unas 18 horas de juego.
Now's our chance.
Ya ha visto la trifulca de los enemigos, pero no ha visto a los aliados.
Your Grace?
O a contra los que se enfrentaba. Vamos, que hoy... O sea, aquí vemos que nos cruzamos con Joshua, pero no nos encontramos con él. Eso es porque Joshua está cerca.
Clive?
¿Y el agua? ¿Se la han llevado? ¿Esos son fresas o zanahorias?
What is it
Son
now?
zanahorias. A lo mejor era el postre. Son fresas.
It's nothing. Let's go.
El agua se la han llevado porque la chica dejó el agua y dice tal, puedes caminar, hay una trifulca abajo, tal. Y sale, pero vuelve a entrar, porque sale de la habitación para nada. O cierra no sé qué hace. Ya la siguiente escena no hay agua, creo. Y ahora aparece el perro que estaba dentro, se había puesto al lado de la mesa, creo. Fallos de record.
Well, if we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
Colmillo de la agonía, pero no nos hemos visto con Dalmiril.
We should
O
press
sea,
on
vinimos aquí para cruzarnos con la chica con la que quedaba Cid. Y dice tal, como nuevo Cid, querrá verse contigo. Y hemos ido ahí y hemos visto Joshua, ¿no? O sea, bueno, a verlo.
And it's the only way from here to the
Nosotros.
Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Claro.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Pregunta a los ciudadanos. Uno de ellos es este.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake! You're a bearer, aren't you?
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Sweet incense! What wax candles?
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Mancebía.
Just
Do you think we can trust
Ah,
him?
burdel.
Only as far
De
as I...
mancebos. Mancebos son en chicos, en chicas no sé cómo se dice.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I
Qué
beg
feo
your pardon.
enamorado.
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it. This one. Get him. Over here. This way.
Un Guiláptero como contra el Bengal o algo así, creo. No, no el Bengal, no.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The most fragrant herbs.
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
¿No me salen las 2 misiones? Sí. 1, 2, 3.
Light meat and dark, fresh from the grill. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got.
Era esto, ¿no? Es que las ha cambiado y no aparece el logo de... 1, 2... Y esto es el tercero, vaya. Cerca, y donde pone cerca aparece el logo. Me lo quedo, es el cristal.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that?
I'm not...
Oh, then be off with you.
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side I don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Dios, tío, o sea, en 10 segundos... En 10 segundos, En 10 segundos me ha dejado... Me ha dejado con las piernas temblando, Me han follado en 10 segundos. En 10 segundos me lo han explicado, Me han ahorrado 10 años de trauma y relación. En 10 segundos, mamma mía. No, tiene razón la chica. Digo, ¿por qué iba a estar con un porrero? Y luego viene un soldado ahí dispuesto a pagarme un montón y se va a enfadar si estoy contigo. Yo lo dejo que gaste y que circule la viruta.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups, and us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us, these lot. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either. Whoever's taking them.
Do you have a moment?
You have a moment.
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages.
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no...
Is that so?
Esto ha sido rápido. No sé ni qué me ha dicho, la
to
verdad.
get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use.
La chica ha sido la que más texto tenía
probably
y...
be back at the inn by now.
Oye, yo me tengo que acercar a esto para el teleport. Nunca lo he tenido que hacer, pero... ¿No?
Why is the tavern shut?
Busca a Byron. Imagino que será este. Ah, Byron es mi tío.
The one who broke all our furniture. What do
Pero
you
sí.
want? Haven't you caused
Si
enough
os ha
trouble
pagado
already?
Byron, ¿qué pasa? Que había
I'm looking for
chucherías
my
ahí dentro.
pal. Have you seen him?
Y le dice pal
The
también,
gentleman
¿eh?
who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but
Ya me he ido, ¿no? Ah, no.
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Hombre, Byron, después de Gil, después de Cid, Gaff no llegaba, pero Byron le aporta un poco de frescura y de humor a esto. O sea, me lo estoy pasando bien con Byron. Mejor que con Cid. Es que no sé, cuando Cid, Gaff no es tan gracioso. Oye, ¿dónde coño tengo que ir? Gaff no es tan gracioso. Gil también es intensita. Son todos muy intensitos. Cid y Gil. Y encima lo de Dios, o sea, al principio es muy intenso, ¿eh? No digo que metan algo de humor a lo Marvel, pero Final Fantasy vaya. O sea, con Steiner te partías, con Cell te partías. En el 7, con Barret es intenso, ¿sabes? Pero como decía palabrotas y tal, también te hacía gracia. Oye, ¿dónde coño tengo que ir, tío? Cerca, aquí estoy cerca. No, aquí estoy lejos. Cerca. No puedo saltar esto, de verdad. Dice la segunda planta. Me enfoca las escaleras.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
My carpets have pride of place.
Ahí está.
Fresh bread, warm
¿Esto?
from the oven. Here.
Probad nuestros deliciosos panes. Ah, mira, que esto es roleplay. Y no puedo entrar por la puerta.
Why is the tavern shut?
Joder, y tengo las puertas cerradas. ¿Esta que me dice?
the inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in
Sí.
peace.
Que son un par de maderas,
Those
vaya.
soldiers started it.
Que tienen las escaleras con 7 metros de ancho. No me rayes. Luego las maderas son de 30 centímetros de ancho también. Las mesas eran lo más barato que teníais. Oye, yo no sé dónde coño tengo que ir, ¿eh?
I need a drink.
Que una vez llego aquí, a lo mejor tengo que seguir por aquí delante, ¿eh? Me alejo, me alejo, me alejo. Y ahora me acerco.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they point us now.
Hostia, un cofre. Yo pensaba que todo aquí era propiedad privada, pero no. 15 fragmentos de vericita, o sea...
Light it for Gilbert's sake.
Me estoy alejando que flipan, ¿no? Han dicho.
Silver platters, plates and pots, bowls and...
Dice, está en la segunda planta. Si no puedo entrar.
Juiciest meat from Greens.
It would make
The finest fabrics.
Molaría esto, que no le hayan doblado es un crimen, ¿eh? Lo dije del Baldur's Gate, lo digo del Final Fantasy. Que no hayan doblado esto es un crimen. La gente comiéndole la polla a los del Baldur's Gate, yo, jugazo de rol, tal, no sé qué. Y yo sigo con 35 años que parezco un soldado infiltrado del regimiento inglés. Sabiendo más locuciones verbales en inglés que en mi idioma. O sea, esto me parece criminal, ¿eh? Porque pasas y dices, wow, qué inmersivo para ser un juego de rol, todo el mundo hablando, tal, no sé qué. Ni te enteras, y si te paras ahí para leer lo que dicen, quedas como gilipollas, ¿sabes? O sea, no puedes estar leyendo a Arial 10. Yo no sé dónde coño es si me estoy enfadando. Y encima te pone un cartel de pan de pita y no puedes hablar con el puto pavo, tío. O sea, es que no sé, tiene cosas de... En fin. Cerca, pues voy a salir, ¿eh? Ahora me alejo. ¿Qué es ahí? Cerca. ¿No serán estos?
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Some out-of-towners picked a fight with the guard, I heard. Got cracked skulls.
Why is the tavern shut?
¿Y cómo voy a la segunda planta? Dice tal, está la segunda planta. A ver si habían puertas ahí en la segunda planta. ¿Por qué esta no se abre? Ok.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush.
Y estas tampoco.
I need to drink.
Ah, mira, esta se abre. No, esto es LED. Hombre de buen ver. Por favor, mapa, misiones. Ahí. Seguid los cristales. Sí, sí. No puedo ver en crónicas. Clive y Byron descubren que la enigmática Rucena de Emil no es otro que el Ubor, dueño del beso de la zarza, que les pide que solucionen el problema que padece de Emil. A cambio de ayudarles a cruzar la puerta del sur, busca a Byron. Vivian consigue desentrañar mis aliados. Positivo en parte sin temor al desierto en busca de enemigos. De amigos, no sé. No sé. A ver, por aquí no he ido. Soy tonto. Segunda planta, pero me ha enfocado las escaleras, ¿no?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Y luego va a estas localizaciones y es solo para que sigan las conversaciones, no hay como una, no hay una tienda donde compras armas y tal. Que antes las localizaciones eran excusas para poder improvisar tus armas, armaduras, magia. Pero aquí es que ni eso, ¿sabes? Aquí es para que sigan hablando las personas. Y parece que el protagonista tiene mucho que decir y poco que sufrir, ¿sabes? Es como que tiene poco que vivir. Como que lo ha vivido todo desde el principio y luego ya es casi todo anecdótico. No empatiza, ¿sabes? No va en detrimento ni en crecimiento. La mayor pena es al principio y luego ya es como que, oh, sorpresas. No sé, en los demás Final Fantasy empiezas siendo un don nadie y acabas siendo, ¿sabes? Formas un grupo, creas... Hostia, que los chocodos son malos, me cago en Dios, me engañaron todo ese tiempo. Chocobo salvaje. Y se no muere hasta el último tick. Molaría poder despellejarlos o algo. Sus plumas, desplumarlos. Lo que no sé es a dónde vamos ahora. Dice el cebo, tal, no sé qué. Que no me entera muy bien de lo del Lubor. Menos mal que te dicen ahí la misión donde ir y todo.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed
Un
upon.
momento, que lea. Let's go.
Yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here? Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Good! I'm just getting warmed up.
Hay curanderos. A ver, venid aquí. Se enfilan ya.
Waken wind! This one. All yours, Torgal. Get him. This one. Over here. You're finished. Get him! Attack! Go for it! Now hold them! Attack! It's over! Go for it! Over here! Sicker! Motor!
No me he curado todo. Pero bueno.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now
now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Joder, hago de... Hago de esto y de guardaespaldas. Ahora llama a los de Wallowed otra vez y... Momentos más tarde.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive Rosefield.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
Now, my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubo.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Umia lostelan. Tu isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
No sé qué son las fichas verdes esas, tío. Felicita y un meteorito. O sea, me ha costado hacerme paso lo mismo que los 45 puntos en los exploradores y la mitad que derrotar a Hugo Kupka. Vaya tela. Meteorito no sé todavía para qué es, pero ya para mí es la unidad mínima de derrotar a Kupka. Este payaso me ha dado un meteorito. Voy a comer el dragón. ¿Qué hago? ¿Voy ahora o hago pausa? Yo creo que pensando que iba a ser como otra mini momento de horita y media y se me está haciendo más largo. Yo creo que porque entre lo de Mid y sus dos secundarias y luego hacerme paso, porque ahora hay que ir a la puerta del sur. Hay que ir aquí. Y aún quedará. A ver, ¿puedo ver el mapa mundi? Es que hice ya con mi dragón. O sea, yo me creo que de aquí vayamos aquí directamente. A lo mejor, en vez de estar la baliza que marca la ciudad aquí, a lo mejor está ahí. Y ya estaríamos, ¿sabes? Puede que esté aquí. O directamente aquí. No sé. Estoy por dejarlo para mañana. Estoy por dejarlo por la mañana. Hacen directos cortitos. Pero voy avanzando, ¿sabes? Prefiero, en vez de fustigarme... Hoy que he hecho 2 directos de 1 hora y ayer 2 de 1 hora y media, pues ya son 4 horas que he avanzado. 5 horas, mejor dicho. Byron y tal. Hala. Es este, ¿no? Sí. Guardo 2 veces por si acaso, no me he quedado mucho con la copla. A lo mejor dentro de un par de horas hago directo, no sé. Ahora voy a doblar la ropa. Vamos a meterla en el armario. No creo que me dé una ducha. Porque es lo típico de que estoy aguantando el calor. Si me tuviera que duchar todos los días y perder el calor, flipa, ¿eh? Yo creo que mi temperatura corporal... En fin, no voy a hacer un podcast ahora. Que me despido. Que no pido perdón porque dure 1 hora el directo. Ahora lo resubo a YouTube. Bye.